Lopez and Edinburg looking for their first win of the season. Jose Echevarria would get the Lobos on the board with this toss sweep. Edinburg fighting back. Nathan Mares gets the ball. He break a couple of tackles and he find the end zone. Bobcats hanging tough. Lopez looking to score again. They'd get the ball to Hugo Salas up the middle. He'd score. Lobos back up. Nathan Mares again. His number would get called and he'd find the end zone a second time. The Bobcats actually take a 15-13 lead at this point. But the Lobos would get the big play, the handoff inside to Ivan Olivo. He finds pay dirt, pulling away from the secondary. Lobos win 20-15 over Edinburg. Greg Selberg with Coach Starkey postgame.
Greg Selber for 956 Sports at what was formerly Cat Stadium, now Richard R. Flores Stadium, and the Lopez Lobos take a big win. Coach Starkey, man, you were working hard all day.
Yeah, it's easy to work in this weather, isn't it? No, I'm really proud of this ball club. You know, we faced a team very similar to us. You know, they're doing a great job under their new leadership. He's got over 200 kids in the program. Got to give a lot of praise to Edinburg and the job they're doing because they've made up a lot of ground in a real short time. But in regards to us, just really proud of our defense, offense, special teams. We improved in all three areas, and that's why we got the win.
You had some speed on the perimeter. You broke some big plays. Even when one got called back, it seemed like you were the more lively team. You had a little bit more space to run with.
Well, you know, we played a tight game against a very good opponent last week. We didn't really have an outside threat. We established that this week. I'm proud of them. You know, we put a lot on them this week in a short week, and they really stepped up offensively and got the perimeter game going. But you know what? I told them at halftime. You know, we got a lot of, good game, after the Porter loss. Yeah. And my challenge to them, do you want to be good or are you ready to be great? Because there's greatness in this team. And there's a lot of youngins, but I think we can get it out of them.
I see the greatness tonight. I see the youngins because at times, man, little number one was running crazy tonight. He had a great game.
Not bad for an all-state soccer player, right? I mean, we love him, and we got a lot of talent like him, It's a fun thing to call this offense because there's a lot of special kids I get to give the ball to. He's definitely one of them.
Now, what about Ivan Olivo, Coach? Early on, a couple of years back, man, he was burning it up. Then he kind of fell off the radar for a while, but he had a great game. He ran hard. He held the ball for y'all.
He did. He's one of three tailbacks that we're trying to get in this non-district game. He definitely shined tonight. Hugo Salas had a big, long run, too.
Yes, he did.
For a touchdown, but I'm real proud of the way we ran, but we only run that way because of our offensive line, and we've really moved them around the last month, even this week. I'm really proud of the sophomore right guard, the three juniors and senior that's leading the front up front.
So you got a young team. Last year was a tough experience.
Oh, yeah.
And you come down, and you're down at the half. So what was the mood like in the locker room? Were they didn't give up? Because I saw you run off. You weren't giving up at all.
Yeah, we couldn't wait to get back out here. And I told them before the game, I actually, my hope for them is that we face adversity. So I got that prayer answered in the first half. Had a lot of adverse moments. With the center snap and in our extra point block that went back.
Field goal goes off the upright, bang.
So there was a lot of adversity in the first half. So I got my wish. And I told them it's a great experience for when we get into district games and we're faced with adversity. Now we know how to come together, rally around, and overcome.
Isn't it funny sometimes where there be key junctures of the game where one team really takes over and the other kind of falls back on its hind legs? I thought tonight that you guys were a superior team in that respect. Congratulations.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Good luck the rest of the year.
God bless.